Yeah. I'm late again. I missed Friday. Generic response. Bank holidays, whatever. Who cares? Fine. Don't worry about it. So let's jump straight back in with the SirToys review. And it is this guy. This is an upscaled version of... What did they call it? Windrazor? Something like that. It's Cutthroat from the Abominus, but it's the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters version, which would have been Legends, which would have been like that big. This is significantly bigger. They did do a deluxe version of this, which was exactly the same from what I can tell, with Sinner Twin. That I think they renamed Twin Strike because I can't call it Sinner. Americans. You and your religious compulsions. But, see, I never liked the idea of the deluxes. I got the Twin Strike from SirToys a while ago. I've reviewed that. That one, This one, That's the review there, if you want to just leave it at that one. No, it's quite nice. I've done very little to this. I've tightened some ball joints, some with lesser success than others, but, you know, it's nothing you can't do yourself, boys and girls. So, we look at it. See, one of the small problems with it being an upscaled Legendary figure is it's still only got this kind of face. It looks like an evil Jim Henson puppet. You know, the sort of, the face will scrunch up when it's angry. I have considered like trying to get in there, drill, and just put like little bits of wire for sharp teeth, but it's starting to sound more complicated than it's worth. So, because again, I'm half looking at this, going, can I put more articulation on it? I'm getting bad for that at the minute. I did it a couple of times. Now I'm getting bad for it, but I'm going to try not to think about it. But yeah, it's exactly the same as the thing. The head will go straight, the legs will sort of go out the back, the arms will open up, and the wings will go. And that's quite a wingspan. Let's show us exactly how big that wingspan is by bringing in size comparison. Haha, I prepared. There's a Titan's Return trigger happy. So it's quite a wingspan, and that's because I've stopped it, where it sort of logically should stop, whereas you can keep going till there if you really want, or there, or wherever you like, which is stupid. But fine, it did on the original, so can't blame this figure. But that's how big it is. Pretty big for a deluxe, or at least the wings. And yeah, it's I think the main thing it's got going for it is it feels nice. The plastic is nice. You get that plastic and it just feels good to hold. Like, there's not a huge amount of articulation to it because it's an upscaled legendary kind of figure. But because of that, there's no joints or anything like that, or you know what I mean? Not as many. And it's solid. It's a nice feel. It's like the giant Predaking from Beast Hunters, the second Voyager. That thing is huge. It's thick. It's just meaty, and I do love that figure. I love that figure a lot. But yeah, they've got tiny little bits of gold here, tiny bits on the spine, on the top of the head, little accents there, and not much else. It's quite sparing in the paint. Now, I kind of want to repaint this and make it look like combat hardened, maybe try and put some guns in there somehow, and make this part of my Decepticon attack squadron, what they're called. I've forgotten already, but whatever they are, because they need a random dragon for some reason. It's how things work. Excuse me. So I suppose we should transform it, and transforming it is as simple as it comes. You get these, and on the pin there, hold it that way until it stops. Toe, heel, although that looks like a better toe, but It's a big heel. It needs it. Ooh, noise upstairs. Hooray for that. And it does into place. It kind of locks. There's a notch or something in there. Okay. To get these big red shoulders on that pin there, rotate them forward and straighten the arm out. Okay. Bring it around, straighten the arm out. Okay. And this is quite cool. I quite like this on the original. I'm not sure I ever reviewed the original, did I? Don't think so. We're going to push the head down and the neck assembly goes into the body cavity. You know, this giant hole here. But at the same time, it pushes this piece out the back. So I'm going to push this through. Yeah. And then we fold this over the top and into place. That's the head. And again, not the best painted. Kind of looks a bit weird with that giant golden bottom lip. Bit weird, but you know, it's there. And you just fold the tail onto the back, and it even goes between these two bits. Yay! Now let's stand it up straight, and there he is in rower mode. You've got to admit, boys and girls, that ain't bad. Again, no knees in this mode. I've been trying to think of a way to put knees there, but let's just try and show you. There's an actual hole through it. So I don't know how I'd put knees there, or if I can, but it's something I'm thinking about. The elbows, let me just tie this up a bit, are joint ball joints. So I have no way to get the arm to go straight. It's always going to be bent. Slightly annoying. Guaranteed someone in the comments will be like, oh, do this, and it'll perfectly fix it. I'll be like, oh, why didn't I think of that? But you can do that in the comments, and I will appreciate it. But he's quite cool. He did come with a little crossbow, little golden crossbow, which I've forgotten to get for the review. You know what? Give me a second. Try my best not to knock the camera, and obviously knocked it over. Hooray! So, whooshah. And this is exactly the same as the Legendsy version, except that had a hole in there. Now, I'm just going to do this slightly, break the figure apart. You can put it in... No, you can't. In the original, you could put it in there. That was like a holder. But you can't on this. So literally, the only place you can hold this is in the hand. So there's no storage for bird mode or dragon mode or whatever you want to call it. So you can hold it like that. And if you want, you can hold it like that, which is supposed to be some kind of crossbow, probably looks slightly better. There's also a peg here, so I don't know, you're supposed to use it as a pickaxe, but that one's too small. Really? Really? Ah, there's some noise. Ah. But yeah, it's it is what it is, really, isn't it? I don't like that. Yeah, I've tried tightening these ball joints. This one still fights me a little bit. Like, do some work on it. Do some more work on it. Fix it. It's fine. But yeah, honestly, nice little figure. Genuinely nice. Could do with a lick of paint, but it's what you get when you get an oversized Legends. Yeah, they were always skimping on paint because they were small. Size comparison. There we go. There's Earthrise Fast Track. So it's deluxe. Just is. See, because these gaps here, I kind of want to put something in there like machine guns of some sort in there, in the gaps, so that even when these fold back, it's not in the way, and then when they fold back, it'll just sandwich nicely. There's some sort of like machine guns or something in there. No idea how I'd do it. I'm thinking the inner tube off a biro so far, put like 3, because that's how I roll. I don't know, whatever. But yes, this has been a review. This has been a late review, but a review nonetheless. So, Let's put that by his feet. I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye.